Mi esposo de 5 años pidió tener una relación a 3 con mi mejor amiga y ella aceptó. Originalmente publiqué esto en verdad en mi pecho, pero lo eliminaron junto con mi actualización. Así que estoy publicando todo aquí, incluida mi actualización más reciente, aunque estoy segura de que sucederán más cosas, ya que esta situación es increíblemente reciente. Yo 26F conocí a mi esposo 35M hace 7 años y hemos estado casados durante 5 de esos años. Amo a mi esposo y todo lo que ha hecho por mí, pero temo que mi matrimonio y mi relación con mi mejor amiga ahora están terminados. Sin mencionar que acabo de descubrir que estoy embarazada, y esto solo comenzó a suceder después de que se lo conté a mi esposo. Él estaba muy de acuerdo en tener un hijo conmigo, y hemos estado intentando durante unos 6 meses. Para poner en contexto, mi mejor amiga 28FF, llamémosla mía, conocía a mi esposo antes que yo, y eran increíblemente cercanos antes de que yo lo conociera. Cuando conocí a mi esposo, sospeché que había algo entre ellos, pero siempre lo negaron. Sin embargo, admitieron mientras estaban borrachos que de hecho estaban durmiendo juntos antes de que yo comenzara con mi esposo. Aunque no es importante ahora, sigue rondando en mi mente, ¿sabes? Especialmente considerando lo que acaba de suceder. En fin, hace 2 semanas mi esposo sugirió una relación a 3 por primera vez, y yo ya estaba en desacuerdo. Rápidamente dije que no y esperaba que nunca lo volviera a mencionar. 2 días después lo sugirió de nuevo y una vez más decliné. Esa noche, después de tener sexo, me preguntó de nuevo y otra vez dije que no. Después de eso, dejó de preguntar y pensé que había terminado el asunto. Sin embargo, hace 3 días me invitó a almorzar y estaba bastante emocionada, ya que nunca me lleva a citas. Cuando llegamos al restaurante, mi mejor amiga estaba allí y se veía confundida porque él nunca mencionó que ella estaría presente. La vibra era extraña desde el inicio, para ser honesta, pero traté de no pensar nada al respecto. A mitad del almuerzo, mi esposo me preguntó de nuevo, quiero considerar la idea de una relación a 3 de nuevo, y pensé que sería una buena idea si Mía estuviera involucrada. No sabía qué decir. Pregunté si Mía sabía sobre esto y ella dijo que sí, que llevaba más de 1 mes al tanto de sus planes. Estaba devastada. Dije que no, pagué mi comida y me fui en mi coche. Me siento tan traicionada y herida en este momento que no tengo palabras. Este hombre debería ser el padre. Tell my family what happened, I have no proof. My father can't fire him just because he is a dick. As far as I know, he is excellent at what he does, and he has no legal foot to fire him, I think. I just feel so confused, ashamed, and angry, and would appreciate some insight. Edit, we are non-US. Mark wasn't talking about anything else. He has no debt, as he partly was under a scholarship, and with part of it I helped pay it off. There is no way he wasn't talking about me. Edit 2, thank you all for your great advice. I opened up to my sister about it, and she is right now with me reading all your responses. We have called up Dad, and I will talk to him tomorrow. I will be signing out for the time being. Thanks again. Edit 3, some questions have come up. I don't drive, that's why my fiance didn't see my car. I mostly Uber around. I worked as a waitress for the experience, not for the money. And I don't any longer. I don't work for my father. I am a company shareholder, and I have to go to the general quartal meetings. But I don't work for him. I'm sure that it wasn't a fever dream. It was around 38.5 C, and while it was enough for my body to hurt, it wasn't enough to have a vivid dream. By pass out at my sister's, oh don't team, literal, medically passing out. Last edit, I am really tired that you guys are defending him, saying that it could have been a joke. Guess what? It's not effing funny. You don't degrade and disrespect your partner for laughs. You don't go along calling them stupid, trust fund Barbie, stupid bitch, and you definitely don't make remarks yourself. I don't understand that macho bravado, as many of you have called it, but I don't think that's okay, so stop with those comments. It was deeply hurtful. Update. First of all, I want to clarify some questions that came up in the OP. Mark couldn't have seen my car and known I was home because I don't have a car. I don't drive, I Uber around. Driving makes me anxious, and I only do it when necessary. I don't work as a waitress anymore. I worked for the time I was in uni. Mark wasn't hired as a high exec right away. He didn't take the job from anyone. He started as a normal intern and worked his way up. They weren't joking. They have never made that kind of remarks in my presence. Also, I doubt calling me a stupid trust fund Barbie qualifies as a joke. Update, I was very tempted to play the long game and lead him on. But I decided to just present him with a prenup to look into his reaction. After telling my dad, we invited Mark for lunch and would serve him the prenup there. However, to be sure about things, I asked him if he had had anyone over, because our neighbors had complained about loud noises. He said yes, that his buddies were there. He didn't mention the girls that I saw. We finished lunch and Dad served him the papers saying that it was a must for getting married. You could instantly see that he didn't expect this. He got angry and asked me to speak to him alone. We went into the other room and he began babbling about blindsiding him and that this just really felt like a personal attack. He was trying so hard to sell me the role of victim and making me out to be the villain. Then he just said that he needed to think everything through and left. I have to admit, I kind of broke down and began second-guessing me, but I could keep it together. My family happily didn't pull the bear. I told you so, S. We looked into everything, and I have the legal right to evict him. The lawyer handled everything, wrote an official eviction notice, and after a lot of talk, Dad decided to present Mark with a deal so that he would leave the company. After that was all sorted out, I decided to just simply text, as one of you suggested. Hey Mark, Trust Fund Barbie here. As you said, you would be free in 3 years. I'll do you a big favor and set you free now. Kisses. My phone completely blew up with Mark's messages after I sent that. He texted and called me so many times I had to switch off my phone. He came to my sister's place as he wanted to explain the situation. He promised that it was just a joke like a million times. I said it wasn't cutting it. They disrespected me in my own house, and I didn't want to be with someone that puts me down. In order to appear better, he pleaded her, cried, he begged me not to end things. When I wasn't budging, he got mad at me, accusing me of spying on him and ruining his life. Honestly, I decay. Then his manner changed once again to apologetic. He eventually owned up to the comment he made, still insisting that it was just a shitty joke. And then when I asked him why he didn't tell me about those random girls that appeared to know so much about me, he told me this weird story of them being cousins from one of his buddies, and that they know of me because of my Instagram shit's private, and I have like 30 followers. I stood strong, and I ended things with him. I will never know what exactly his plan was, but it's better to have things this way. We still have to sort out some financial stuff, but after that I won't ever see Mark again. Sorry for any mistakes. I'm really sleepy. Just thought it would be good to update you. Edit. Because you have to spoon feed people every tiny bit of information, or this get written off as fake. Obviously the lawyer didn't draft a prenup from zero in half an hour. I do have siblings, I do have cousins, and some of them are engaged married. Thus we have already established prenups to go. Also, we didn't need a bulletproof prenup for this. I just wanted to see his reaction. Serving him with a boilerplate prenup would have served the same purpose. Also,